A fresh grad, what should I buy? Got a salary bump, what car should I upgrade to? And there's temptation to sort of reward yourself as you earn more money. I wouldn't do that. I see cars as an appliance. It's a tool to get you from point A to point B. We always want to be in the phase where we are trying to increase the income we make. Therefore, we can afford better things or have more choices in our life. Hey guys, welcome to Keep It 100 Talks. And the reason I created this podcast, this talk, is because I believe conversations have such a great way to influence our life. There might be a conversation that you're listening in, or maybe somebody that you're talking to. And in those moments, something in that conversation triggered an inspiration, triggered a whole new set of actions, decisions that open up a whole new path for your life. It's like a little window that opens up to a whole new world. So I want to bring those meaningful conversations in a podcast like this. So we bring in people who are willing to share their journey, share their mindset, share their thoughts and knowledge revolving topics around mindset, money, and lifestyle. So with that, I got a favor to ask as well. If you ever find value in these conversations, please do us a big favor by subscribing to the channel and also sharing with your friends. Because I believe the larger the podcast grows, we're able to get more people onto this channel to provide you more value. Right, so thanks for watching this episode. And let's keep it 100, let's keep it real. Let's have some really good conversations in Keep It 100 Talks. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Keep It 100 Talks. And today I want to answer a frequently asked question. I commonly get asked this: I'm a fresh grad, what should I buy? Or I've just got a salary bump, what car should I upgrade to? Okay, and I hope this episode gives you a couple of new elements to consider in making those decisions. Okay, so let me start by giving you a mindset. See, I'm not going to answer what car to buy, although I'm a car guy and a lot of people ask me about cars. I think the mindset is more important. See, when you are in the beginning part where you just graduated, okay, and you're below 30 years old, we are in this wealth building stage. We have this opportunity to increase the amount of money we make. And in those phases, we want to make sure that the money that we earn serves us in increasing the money that we make, right? We use this as the ability to increase our earning capacity, either by learning new skills, either by reading books, etc., or maybe participating in business opportunities, or maybe even investing. So you want to make sure that you use your money wisely, especially in the beginning, to give you more upward mobility. And that's why I'm not a big fan of buying new cars. In fact, I didn't buy a new car. I hardly buy new cars actually. So when I graduated, I didn't buy a new car, okay? So the typical example is like, oh, buy a new Saga or buy a new Myvi, something that's within my salary range. I think that's not the right approach, in my opinion, because we're looking for affordability. You're prioritizing affordability over number two, which is growth. So I'll put growth number one. That's the first priority. So I want to use the money that I'll otherwise pay, as an installment. Maybe it's like 400 ringgit, 500 ringgit a month, or 600 ringgit a month. Okay, I want to use that money to participate in investments, learning skills, or maybe in new business opportunities. Okay, and that may not be all the 600 ringgit. You could find a car that has a lower installment. Okay, or maybe no installment if you have the cash. Okay, and that would mean you have to buy used cars. Okay. And one thing I like about used cars is because certain cars that you pick may be nearer to the bottom of its depreciation. And not only you save on your installments, let's say instead of doing 600 a month, you're doing 300 a month. So you save 300 a month. And that 300 accumulated over a year is 3,600 ringgit that you can use to attend courses, learn, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? But because it's a used car, it's lower on the depreciation, right? When you're paying off to your car, you won't lose a huge sum of value. So, imagine pouring water into a bucket that evaporates, right? That's what happens to a lot of people. When you need the money to grow, you are actually putting it in a place where it evaporates. That's why I personally would never buy new car if I was a fresh graduate, okay? I want to take that money and increase my income. Then comes a second, okay. And the other thing about used cars is that now that you finish paying off the car now becomes, because the value is preserved, you can use that money to pay off for your next car, etc., okay? Which leads to the second part. Some people say, hey, Thomas, now I've got my salary bump, I can afford a nicer car. Well, the new Civic just got launched, or the new Vios just got launched, or maybe a new Chinese cars or EV, whatever is launched nowadays, right? And there's temptation to sort of reward yourself as you earn more money, right? And I wouldn't do that as well, okay? Now, I'm talking to people who are not car enthusiasts, and I want to always remind everybody that I see cars as an appliance. It's a tool to get you from point A to point B. Okay, and as Sean said in the last episode we did with Sean and Bobby, is that you want the car to give you mobility so you can drive around and make money and stuff like that. Okay, so I wouldn't do that. If I got my car paid off, I would just drive the car that I paid off, and that money that I used to pay my installments, again, I'm going to either invest in it or I'm going to use it to participate in business opportunities to increase my income. See, the mindset is we always want to be in the phase where we are trying to increase the income we make, therefore we can afford better things or have more choices in our life. Okay, and no matter how good the car that you buy that resists depreciation, like Civics are known to resist depreciation so much, it is still going to depreciate. Again, it's putting water in a bucket that evaporates. We want to keep avoiding that situation unless we reach a point in our life where we have a set of assets or that keeps growing more than the depreciation, right? At least in my books, that's what I'm looking for. Or I have a set of skills that can keep making more money, or I'm in a business that can scale and grow, or the business is really successful in paying me dividends every single month or every single year. Okay, I want to always prioritize that, and then from that, then I will enjoy the choices that we can have. Okay, and I want to give you a sidebar, but something for you to think about. A lot of things that we spend money on, sometimes it's just internal or maybe societal pressure. I won't even say societal pressure. Sometimes it's we create a pressure in us, like, oh, they got an upgrade, and I'm now already a boss. I should drive a better car, and all of these are just, I think these are just internal. Okay, I think it's very important to stick on your own lane and decide where's your path, where's your growth, and what you can do with the money and time that you have. Okay, ultimately, you're the one actually dealing with your finances. No one gets to deal with it except for you, all right? So in a nutshell, there's no one specific car I'm going to recommend, although I in the top of my head, at this point, I would pick something like a Kia Picanto or maybe a used Subaru XV or something like that. But the whole point is not about the car I would choose when I'm a fresh graduate, right? I would choose to preserve my income every single month so I have the ability to take on opportunities to grow, learn, increase my income. And the same methodology I'm going to have even though I have my salary bump. Okay, at least in the 20s, I believe we need to be really aggressive in learning and growing. Just because we graduate doesn't mean our learning ends there. I hope to inspire people to think that income is not finite, it's actually infinite. And it all depends in how much you want to learn and grow and how much you want to go and explore. There's so many ways to make money outside there, right? So in a nutshell, prioritize growth, prioritize upward movement, prioritize getting the skills, getting the business opportunities and investments, because those things stay with you forever, okay? And use that to generate more income and expand your choices. I'll leave you with something very interesting to think about. When you access a certain amount of wealth, you're able to buy certain things that not only they're fun to own, but actually they don't depreciate a lot. I'm going to now flip over to the car enthusiast world. Okay, if you're a car enthusiast like me, there are certain cars that are really fun to drive and they seem to hold their value. Now, if you probably know some of the brands already. I'll give you one simple one. Something like an MX-5, a Mazda Miata. They are well loved by fans across the globe, even in Malaysia here. And if you notice, it will drop to a certain price point and it hangs around there. Now, to afford that car, you probably have to increase your income. Put yourself in that level where you're able to afford that car. And after you buy that car, it doesn't depreciate much anymore. And that's just one example. We could go into higher price ranges and stuff like that, even to the millions and millions. Certain cars just not only hold its value, sometimes go up in its value, right? So if we keep buying cars that keep going down and we lose the ability to learn something new, then we sacrifice the ability to have this, be available in our lives, right? And just like myself, I didn't get myself into new cars, and I used that money to get involved with a network marketing business, which allowed me to build and scale an income, okay? And more importantly, I got the extra money to also go to seminars, buy books, keep learning and keep growing. And that those skills, as a result, I've invested in that, allowed me that upward mobility, allowed me to control my time and my money, allowed me to open up more choices for myself in my life. So I encourage all of you to think about that, especially when you're a fresh grad, or especially when you are just thinking about your next car. Think about not how fast or how nice your car can be, right? Think about upgrading this car right over here, right? And hopefully that gives you a new way of thinking moving forward. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please help me hit the like button and let me know in the comments what you think about this episode. If you have any questions you'd like to ask or any suggestions for new Q&A, please ask me directly on my Instagram account. I'll put the link in the description below, my Instagram account, right? And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As always, keep it 100. Love you guys, and peace out. If you're looking for a way to increase your income and looking for different businesses to do, I know what most of you are thinking. It's a lot of risk. It's a lot of capital involved. I don't know what to do. And that's why I created Team Infinity Academy, where we not only provide a way for people to get into the business world without forking a lot of capital, but we also provide the education and the vehicle. We have a way that I use to make my money, right? This is the business I run. And I want to teach people how to utilize my business to build a life of their dreams. Now, if you're interested to find out more, there is a preview. We're looking for the right business partners. And inside that business discovery session, you'll find out how this business can support you to build the life that you want to live. If you're interested to find out more, link in the description below. And sign up for one of our webinars. Will be mostly hosted by myself. See you there.